friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am participating in collaboration or actually a challenge called Christ is Risen, and this is so dear to my heart. You guys know that I like to incorporate the real reason for Easter or Christmas, and we all know that is Jesus. So I hope you will like all my projects. The person behind this gathering or this idea is my dear friend Fabi over at Arrows DIY. I'm going to have her channel linked in the description box. She is the sweetest person ever. I encourage you to go ahead and check her out. Alright, DIY number one. I'm taking this oval wooden plank. I believe it came from Walmart. And also I will take these Dollar Tree stickers. Now first I'm going to take folk art antique wax and water it down, and I will give this plaque a few coats. I am a proud plaid ambassador. I'm going to have it linked in the description box so you can check it out. Alrighty, next one, I'm taking this Truffle by Waverly chalk paint and this brush and just gently going around, distressing the edges from the outside inwards to create this kind of a shining effect. Now that that's aside the drying, I'm taking these stickers, like pearl stickers, and Adirondack white chalk paint by folk art again, and I will give this a few coats. I wanted this completely covered. When it was dried, I'm going to start peeling it off. Now these stickers have the backing that is sticky backing, but some of them came off without it when I peeled it off, so I had to use hot glue, but some I was able to peel off with the backing. So as you can see over here, these came off with the sticky backing, so I was able to just position them on my plaque. Now you will see in just a second I am creating a cross, and you will also see all my projects finished at the end. But before I start with the second DIY, I want to take a little break. I want to introduce you to my new favorite website. It is Dossier. If you've never heard of Dossier, I'm going to tell you what it is. It is a company that produces classic, high-end, and luxury scents at a fraction of a price. And you probably ask, how is that possible? Well, by cutting all the expenses and brand tax. Yes, you heard that right. Let me show you the bottles, or actually perfumes that I received. They look so beautiful, elegant, very simple, which I absolutely love. If you're on my channel for a while, you know I love simplicity. And look at this. There is a magnetic cap. Yes, I've lost so many caps, so I think this is so perfect. So in a package with the bottle, you're getting a card on which there is going to be notes of the perfume, so you see what notes are giving this beautiful smell, and also there will be the name of the inspiration, high-end perfume that inspired this perfume. So when I first heard of this website and when I received my perfumes, I went to the length of going to the high-end stores and checking out their perfumes. I wanted to compare, and guys, I could not tell the difference. They smell the same. This is crazy. I was so shocked, but so happy, because I always wanted to have those beautiful high-end perfumes, but I never wanted to spend. I'm a budget girl, you know that. So look at the difference in price. For example, the one that I got that is inspired by Lancome is $29, and Lancome one was $135. For me, that is a huge difference and huge saving. Dossier has a risk-free system, so you get to try a perfume before you commit to it. You have 30 days to return, and you will get your refund back. Also, they have a free shipping for 3 if you purchase 3 or more bottles. Now, I do have a coupon code, which is 10% off. Code is BlondieNextDoor 10, but Dossier also has a welcome offer up to 20% off on their website. So you can combine that 20% off to my 10% off, so you can save up to 30% off with already very affordable prices to begin with. Dossier also has a new payment method that lets you earn store credit. So when you're checking out, select Catch at the last stop at the checkout, and you can earn a $10 sign-on bonus credit. Also, you can get rewarded with 10% store credit on every order. One more thing I wanted to mention. Dossier has women perfumes, men perfumes, and unisex perfumes. That is amazing. So you can purchase one of these perfumes for your loved ones. Now, with all this said, I definitely recommend Dossier, and I would like for you to go ahead and check it out. You will not regret it. I know for sure I will be their long-term customer. Okay, now on to the DIY number 2. I'm going to be taking this Dollar Tree sign that one of my dear subscribers, friends, sent to me. I'm going to first peel off the sticky tag on the back using the heat gun, and then I'm going to take this ruler from the Dollar Tree, and I will first measure out 3 inches on the sides and 5 inches on the bottom, and then find the middle, and I'm going to measure out 5 inches to the top to create a mini house. Now, these measurements are very optional. This is what I decided to do. You can create any size you want. Then I'm scoring this with the box cutter, and it just snaps right off. Then I'm sanding it on, and then I created another one a little bit taller. And now I'm going to just use a hot glue to put these two together with the smaller one on the top and the taller one on the back. Now that I have that done, I'm going to take this white Adirondack chalk paint by Folkart, and I will give this one good coat. I was not too careful to cover everything. I wasn't, mad if something that cardboard showed through. And then I'm going to take this Martha Stewart chalk paint in a color gray to distress it even further. So that's why I was not really careful when I was painting it in the first place. Now, when this part was done, I'm going to go ahead and get one domino piece from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to cut off the bottom just to make it straight, and then sand it off to make it smooth. And then I'm going to use the same gray chalk paint and paint it completely. After that, I will position it on the bottom of this church to represent the door. After that, using my pencil, I will just create a cross on the top of the narrow house, or actually now on top of the church, and using this fine tip marker that I got from the Walmart, I will just trace it, and that's going to be it for this project. Now on to the DIY number 3. I'm using these puzzle shapes, wooden puzzle shapes, also from the Dollar Tree and also from my dear subscriber. I'm going to be using the back side of it and this same white Adirondack chalk paint by Folkart. And after it was all painted, I went in Canva and I created this beautiful artwork that I decided to Mod Podge, print it out and Mod Podge. Now, I'm glad I showed you original artwork because looking at the image over here, you cannot really see the Jesus in the background. But if you decide to recreate this, I'm going to have this linked in the description box so you can do it, and then you will be able to see it. Now, using a Mod Podge, I'm going to just attach it to this wood board. So I'm putting one layer of Mod Podge, pressing it down, making sure everything is nice and smooth. When it was dried, I'm just using a sanding block. I'm sanding it downwards, so from the top to the bottom, and that way anything that's left over is peeling off. Also, I wanted to distress it a little bit. After that, this is how it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and get this gray chalk paint by Martha Stewart and a wet wipe, and just gently dab it on the edges. I didn't want to soak it wet, but I wanted to make it a little dirty and older. Now that this part is done, this is how it looks like. Now I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of jute twine and start with the back. In one corner, I'm going to hot glue it and just wrap it one time. Cut off, and then I'm going to do an opposite side, or actually a side of it. You will see in just a second. So I'm doing only the bottom and the right side of this sign, and I'm going to double it up, and that's it. This is how it's going to look like. For all of you that are new to my channel, I want to welcome you. If you are stopping by for the first time on my channel, you can see a lot of budget-friendly DIYs and crafts. mostly rustic and farmhouse style, but I do try some other styles as well. If something like that interests you, I would like for you to stick around, watch my videos, and if you like them, give it a thumbs up. It means so much to me and helps my channel getting promoted on YouTube. Also subscribe, it is absolutely free, and click on notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. I'm on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. If you're on social media, come say hi. DIY number 4. I'm using 20 of these Jenga blocks that I'm gonna first take 8 of them. I'm gonna hot glue 2 together, and there's gonna be 4 set of 2. After I have all of them, I'm gonna go ahead and start gluing them together on the top of each other. So I have all 8 stacked up. So 4 and 4. You see what I'm doing over here. Now I'm gonna create 2 of these, and then there's gonna be one that is only 4 of them hot glued together. After I have all that, first I'm gonna take a first set of 8, and then I'm gonna take another set of 8, put it across, and then the 4 of them on top. So that will be a perfect cross. After I hot glue it all together, I'm gonna be painting it with this gray chalk paint by Martha Stewart, giving it a good coat. And I painted all sides, even the back. When everything was painted and dried, I'm going to take the Antique Wax by Folk Art, and I will just distress it a little bit, making it really old looking and rustic. You guys know I love rustic. After that, I'm going to take 3 strands of this macrame cord, but you can use any twine that you have or anything like that. Just put something heavy on top, or use a little bit of tape, and now I'm just braiding it. And I am braiding it enough. When I'm done braiding it, I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue at the end so it doesn't unravel. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and put it on my cross. So now I am putting a little bit of hot glue on the other end so it doesn't unravel. And this is where I'm going to create a knot. So when I'm done with that, I'm going to take other part, or actually other side of it, that's going to be right in the middle of the cross, and put a little bit of hot glue. And also I'm going to put a line of hot glue all the way to the bottom underneath that braid to keep it in place. Okay, now those 3 strands on top, one will go to one side, and I'm going to create a knot. That's going to be one arm of a Jesus, as you can already tell. I'm going to secure it with a hot glue, and then I'm going to do the other one and also the top part, or actually the head. After that, I'm taking these 3 push pins, and I'm going to use this chalk paint by Waverly in the color Truffle, and I will just distress it, or actually dab the paint a little bit. And after it was dried, I'm going to go ahead and position these 3 push pins that represent nails. After I was done with that, I'm going to go ahead and take this little heart that I have left over from Valentine's, and I mixed these 2 ivory chalk paint and pink acrylic paint to create just a little blush paint, and I put a little bit of distressing with the Antique Wax, and I'm going to apply it right in the middle of this cross. And that's it for this project. Okay guys, in this video you have a chance to win one of my projects. The project that I decided to give away was that cross that you just saw, and other creators in this collaboration may decide to do the same, so you make sure to watch and see who wants to give it away. Multiple entries are allowed, must be in the continental US to receive the gift. Also, giveaway closes at March 27th, 2022, and winner will be announced on our community tabs. Alrighty, on to the last DIY. So I took these 2 paints, a gray chalk paint and mineral, and I painted a block. After that, I went in a Cricut design space and created this beautiful artwork that, again, I'm going to have linked in the description box. And now after I print it out, I cut it out, and I'm going to do the same thing what I did in my one of my previous projects, apply it with a Mod Podge. After everything was dried, now you can decide after sanding it off to apply another coat of Mod Podge on top. I decided not to do that because I didn't want anything to be shiny. When I was done with this and completely happy, I went ahead and gotten a little piece of jute twine, and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it a few times right in the middle, just like so, and I'm gonna create a little bow right on top of that lamp. And that's gonna be it for this super simple and cute project. Now I'm gonna show you all my projects in one place. I cannot tell you which one is my favorite. I love them all, but if I really have to choose, it will be either this one. I really think it's the simplicity of it is just so beautiful. This one I love just because of the message and the the faded silhouette of Jesus in the background. I really love that. But the second favorite of mine will be that cross that I want to give away. But of course, as always, I would like to hear from you guys. What do you think? Which one was your favorite? Tell me in the comments down below. And also tell me which one would you like to recreate. Also tell me if you would like to receive this one or not. Don't forget to go ahead and check out my description box for the playlist to see what everybody else created for this amazing playlist. Also, don't forget to check out my description box and the link for Dossier so you can grab those amazing perfumes. I want to thank Favi for organizing this wonderful playlist. I want to thank you all for being here and watching my videos. I appreciate it. I hope you all have an amazing week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.